Hey there guys, Riyathe and Yahe here from Tabletop Minis, and well, I guess we're back. It's been quite a long time since our last video. It's been our last video together was sort of what, a year and a half ago. Was when we were in France, and then I came back here to Scotland. So yeah, it's been quite a long time since we've had a video out, a battle report with both of us in it. But you're back in the UK now, aren't you? And you're here for quite a while, so hopefully we'll get some more videos out. We're not really sure what we're going to do yet. More battle reports or painting videos, there's lots of different ideas we have. But yeah, so I managed to get some battle reports done when I came back here, you know, with just getting friends over and stuff. It wasn't quite the same as when we were making battle reports because it was so easy, you know, with both of us being in the same house and being able to just play a game whenever. It was quite easy to just churn out the like 3-4 battle reports a week. But I've kind of struggled in the last sort of year or so to make battle reports, but I've been very active in the hobby, like probably more active than ever, really. You know, you've seen a couple of the battle reports at the start of kind of the last year and so, and then I started attending tournaments. So I think the last video I put up on YouTube was my wrap up for Heat 1. So that was one of the first big tournaments that I've been to, and that was loads of fun. So I've been kind of getting into the tournament scene and doing quite a lot of competitive Age of Sigmar. Now with new 40k as well, that's been, our gaming group's just going nuts with all this new stuff. New edition of 40k, lots of people starting new armies, and then at the same time we've got, you know, the new General's Handbook coming out, which is like match. You've not played General's Handbook, have you? I haven't even read
the first General's Handbook.
I know. You've been out of it for so long, haven't you?
It came out after you came to the UK.
Yeah. You've kind of been on a hobby hiatus.
Yeah, a bit of hiatus,
But it's kind of good, I guess, taking a break and then you come back and
there's so much new stuff.
See all this new stuff. And the pace that Games Workshop's been coming out with stuff at the moment is just, you can't keep up. You just can't keep up. You've just got to kind of pick what you want to do and then put your blinkers on. Otherwise, you're kind of chasing a new army or a new thing every week. But yeah, it's been really good. So we did them battle reports, or I did them battle reports, and then I started attending tournaments. So, you know, in the past, I've not really been a tournament player. My first tournament was like, you know, about a year ago or so, and then I've been, over the course of this year, I've been attending loads of tournaments. Down in Warhammer World, I've been part of the Scotland team for the Age of Sigmar Six Nations. That was great. That was kind of summertime, going down to Derby. You know, a lot of the podcasters and people on YouTube and stuff like that. There are lots of people like that down there. And it was just a great laugh, like, you know, a couple of days just kind of playing games, and then, you know, the breaks were kind of...
you were playing a game on Warhammer Live. They had a Twitch channel, didn't they?
Yeah, that was Heat 1.
Yeah, I seen you play a game on there.
Yeah, actually, that was my first big tournament at Warhammer World. I did quite well with my Stormcast Eternals and Warrior Brotherhood. And so I won my first 3 games on the Saturday, like major victories. So it put me in the top 3, I think, for day 2. And then so Saturday morning, I came in because Saturday night we'd been out drinking till 3 in the morning. It was in Nottingham, and then the next morning I come in and I was really hungover and everything. And I seen I was on table 1 on the live stream, and I was like, oh, I went straight to Bugman's bar, got a couple of bottles of water and a coffee, and I was just hoping that they weren't going to put my face on camera. Like that was great fun. Like, you know. The Warhammer Live stuff's really good. I love the way Games Workshop's engaging the community now, more so than ever before. And yeah, it's just great, you know, with Facebook. They've got the community website now, you know, rather than have to kind of scrape through all these forums to get, you know, an early look at things. Games Workshop, they've kind of adopted almost a policy of, if it gets leaked, then they'll put out an article on the community site to, you know, demonstrate or like kind of show off whatever it is in a, you know, a more professional kind of a better way. So you can kind of go there to get most of your hobby news, which is really cool. And then I went to Warhammer Fest this year. So my first year going to Warhammer Fest. I think it used to be called Games Day, but now it's Warhammer Fest. And that was just amazing. It was down in the Rico Arena in Coventry. And they had loads going on. They had tournaments for Blood Bowl, Lord of the Rings, Age of Sigmar, 40k. They had the new edition of 40k was getting kind of demonstrated then. This was pre-release. They had the Golden Demon going on upstairs on Sunday. They had absolutely loads of like sales stands and Black Library stands. You know, you can talk to the writers, the painters, like there was just so much to do there. You know, I signed up for the tournament, the Age of Sigmar tournament, but I felt like that took up most of my weekend, and the whole time I just wanted to go around and see all this cool stuff. Yeah. And I ended up just having to, like, I was playing games most of the weekend. And then I actually prepared an entry for the Golden Demon on the Sunday. So first time entering Golden Demon. It's always been kind of one of them things that I've thought about. Golden Demon, oh, you're never going to be good enough to enter. And it's really not like that. Like, the standard is extremely, extremely high, but you know, you've got people that enter at, you know, I wouldn't say at all levels. It's probably from good upwards. But, you know, I would definitely recommend that, you know, if you're thinking about attending a Golden Demon, to do it, because just to purely on the basis of looking at what people have done, some of the creativity, and you know, you don't see it when they just show you the winners. Yeah. You know, there was all them entrants that, you know, they didn't make the first, second cut.
Oh, yeah, and so many good paint jobs. Like.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just amazing, and you know, the photos, they don't really bring through. When you see it in person, it's even better. Yeah. Like, you know, the winner of the Slayer Sword this year, the Nagash diorama, that was just an amazing piece, and to actually be able to sit there and look at it in the cabinet was just great. So yeah, I did get a finalist pin, which I'm pretty happy about, and it was great fun preparing for it, and you know, actually putting time into one piece rather than, you know, we've always been trying to paint armies at a reasonable speed so that we can get new models and new armies on the channel, which is cool. I mean, you know, it's nice to have new painted armies and stuff, but it's also nice to sometimes sit back and just try and focus on the quality of a piece rather than, you know, just speeding away through it. So it was a good opportunity to kind of give that a bash. And I think I've got the bug, like after the first time being there, definitely want to go back for more, and maybe not just the Warhammer Fest Golden Demon, because they run Golden Demon, you know, they've got like a Warhammer 40,000 Golden Demon in November.
It, haven't they?
Yeah, then they've got Age of Sigmar in February, I think Horus Heresy's January, and then they've got the Golden Demon Classic in May, which is like where they've got all of the categories. So I might, if I can, try and attend some of them smaller events as well. You know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun not only to see all them entrants and so on, but it might have more chance of winning something if there's less. You know, if you kind of go for it, because I think the classic, which is like the biggest one, that's got the most competition, because you know, you've got people flying in from Germany and US and all over the place, because it's such a huge event. But I think these smaller events, like you know, maybe it's, I don't know what they call it, whether it's the 40K Open Day or something, but you know, they're not quite as popular. So I don't know. You know, I've never been to any of them, but yeah, it'll be fun preparing for that anyway. And we're kind of in 40K mode since the new edition dropped. So having stuff ready, it shouldn't be too hard. Talking about 40K or Horus Heresy, you got the Thunderhawk here on the desk. That's something I've been recently working on. I actually picked this up when I was down at Warhammer World for Six Nations, and it's just a beast of a kit. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so I'm doing an army kind of diorama. I won't call it diorama. Maybe it's more armies on parade type thing, with the landing pad and Thunderhawk and some Ultramarines, which is my army for 40K at the moment. The Smurfs.
The new Primaris Marines, right? And
the new Primaris Marines, yep. And you're getting into Imperial Guard, aren't you? Yeah. Just waiting for a Baneblade to come back in stock. So the Baneblades have been out of stock for what, 3 weeks now? Maybe longer?
Every time I've checked, they've been out of stock. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. So that's going to be kind of your
your
centerpiece, isn't it? One big tank and then a bunch of other guard. But I don't think you've quite decided whether you're going to go fully mechanized or a mix of.
I don't think fully mechanized. I'm going to throw in some Militarum Tempestus and.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
Rust tanks and the Baneblade.
Yeah.
So there it goes.
Yeah, and with Age of Sigmar coming, the General's Handbook 2 coming. You know, maybe we're going to end up, well, we are for sure going to end up getting dragged back into the Age of Sigmar hype. And there's plenty of competitions and stuff coming up, so that should be quite fun. Like, you're not really, it won't be, well, it'll all be new for you with the new handbook. So you don't really have to adapt from how the first one, how the first one was. But it was really good, and I think, you know, a lot of the rules that they're putting in for match play to kind of balance things up a bit and make it.
Yeah, that was a problem when I was playing Age of Sigmar. There was no like real points based. There was some unofficial ones, but nothing really to structure the games. You know.
Yeah, we were kind of just We didn't actually struggle too badly though, did we? I mean, we were basically picking models from our collection and just saying this looks about right. And that did work fairly well, didn't it? I mean, I won some, you won some. It wasn't really one-sided all the time. But it is nice to have them points there so that you can, easily get a pickup game, definitely. Or you can just sit about thinking about, okay, so I've got 2,000 points. What's more efficient? If you're a more competitive type player.
Especially if you're in a tournament, you really need points to kind of balance out.
Yeah. So, but it's, the General's Handbook too. They've changed around some of the battle plans, and I think they've redone the points on a lot of units and stuff. So hopefully it'll shift up the meta a little bit. And they've also put in abilities for the older, like the battle tomes that came out at the start that didn't have the allegiance ability. You're not really familiar with all these stuff, but the old battle tomes didn't have allegiance abilities and so on, but the newer ones did. So it kind of ended up being the newer battle tomes kind of trumped everything else almost. And they've kind of caught up by filling in them blanks as well as new stuff coming. So it should be really good. Like I think there's like a goblin. It's almost going to be like World of Warcraft style. It looks like kind of goblins and all this airships and.
Well, you see from the
funny
dwarves,
stuff.
There's the steampunk dwarves.
The Caradron overlords.
Balloon ships.
The airships. Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. Yeah, our captain actually for the Scottish team for Age of Sigmar Six Nations, he was running that Caradron overlords in kind of the big ship comes down, all these Arcanauts unload, and then they just like an alpha strike, and it worked really well. He won every game in Six Nations. So there's a lot of strong things, but I think with Age of Sigmar, whenever you look at any of the tournaments, there's not one faction or one list that's dominating, which is I think is a really good sign that the game's in a fairly decent place.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, it's pretty good. So there's lots of really cool stuff coming up. So this video, it's really just a catch-up, really just to put a video out because it's been so long, and now you're back here, I thought it'd be about time that we actually just make a video. I guess we're not really 100% sure what we're going to do, whether we're going to be able to start making battle reports and stuff. We are a little bit confined space-wise here, but we're playing a lot and painting a lot, so, and we're also doing some commission painting, like that's something that we've recently started up, so, which is quite good. Having quite a lot of fun painting a Harlequin army at the moment, and we've got some Stormcast Eternals that you're working on, and some Horus. Big Sons of Horus armies. So if any of you are looking for a commission, then I'll stick my email down in the description, and just get in touch, and we'll see if we can maybe, if you want something painted, maybe we can do it for you. I mean, we kind of take on pretty much anything, don't we? Painting is pretty much what we do, whether we get paid for it or not. It doesn't really matter, kind of any excuse. So just kind of we're doing a lot of hobby. There's a lot of new stuff coming out. It's really exciting time to be in the hobby. It's just making the battle reports. I'm not really sure on the content, how we're going to be making content from now onwards, but I would like to do a mix of everything: battle reports, chatty videos, kind of painting videos, but we kind of go through these bursts, don't we, where we do a load of videos and circumstances or whatever dictate we take these little breaks, and then we're back in, and then it's kind of hard to pick up because like most of our viewers about I don't know, but they see us being away for a long break and so on. But hopefully get some consistency if we can. But maybe we could do a podcast. That's something I've been thinking about actually. It seems like every Tom, Dick, and Harry is doing their own podcast at the moment. But it might be quite a good idea because then we can get some of our friends, we can get guests on the show, and like just more kind of talky type things. So podcasts, maybe some more battle reports, some painting videos. I guess we're just gonna play it by ear. I mean, you've only been back here a couple of days, so, and you're already getting dug into Stormcasts and so on, and trying to catch up with the rules and
Codex came out for the Space Marines.
Yeah, got the new Codex for the Space Marines. Like trying to kind of find time in between the commission painting to actually do my own stuff as well. And we're thinking because you want to do Golden Demon in November as well, don't you?
Yeah.
So thinking about what we're gonna do for that, the 40k Golden Demon. So. Plenty of stuff to do, so we're just kind of playing it by ear. But yeah, so just a quick video to let you hear from us. I hope you liked this one, a little catch up, and yeah, stay subscribed, and we'll see you again in the next one.
Yeah.